we're very efficient today, and we had a good practice. Questions?
A lot of times coaches use these early season games as maybe opportunities to get time for backups. Because you guys are in this transition year, would you look to get more time for backups, or are you looking to maybe keep those starters in longer to get
Well, I hope we're winning and have the opportunity to do that. I wouldn't, we're surely not going in there with that attitude. There's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of, emphasis that we're doing is making sure we don't do things that derail us. Things like, having stupid penalties, procedure penalties, holding penalties, penalties in the kicking game, all those type of things, and then make sure we're taking care of the football. But we play a lot of people. I think that's if we have an opportunity to play our backups, that'd be great with me. I'd be excited about that.
You're talking a lot about turnovers and penalties. Has that been your emphasis this week?
It is. It's the main concern for me. Have a new guy snapping the ball on offense. Have a new guy snapping the ball on punt. Have a new guy snapping the ball on extra point. Have a new guy holding the ball. And everything. About the only guy that's not new is Tino and Ray. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is new. Every other tailback's new. So that ball moves around. The whole key is if we take care of that football, we're going to be in great shape. So those are the things. With all the things that we have, it's very, very important not to just get the snap. Just take care of the football. Sometimes things are going to look different. Sometimes things aren't going to go right. Just take care of the football and go to the next snap.
Is there a danger of maybe going the opposite way and being too cautious?
Oh, exactly. Here's what I tell the kids. I told the kids today is that I always I'm a visual guy, so I use a visualization of a cliff. Now, you got a cliff. There's people that want to drive way over here and be safe. You're never going to accomplish anything great, and you got to get it right on the edge of that cliff, and you got to put it down full speed. And to do that, you got to be really disciplined. If not, you're going to crash. You're going to go right off the cliff. So it's one thing to say that. It's one thing to talk about it, and that's what I talk to them about is, I know everybody's excited. We've got everybody high octane, all this. It needs to be high octane discipline, high octane fundamentals. Focus on anything past that offensively. On offensively, it's no stupid penalties, on the ball, tempo. That's it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? And again, it's all about what impacts tempo? Fundamentals. We've got to be fundamentally sound. That's getting the play. That's one of the things too. Is they haven't been through the signaling process in a real game yet. All those things. So there's a lot of moving parts, but I've got a lot of confidence. We've had some really quality reps. The good thing about what we do, we get so many more reps than other people do because of how fast we go. So that's a big thing that I told them today is, and have fun, man. Put it out there and let's have fun. I don't want any of our players going out there trying not to mess up, man. I want to go out there and put it down and let's go. Told our coach the same way. A couple of times, only time I'm ever involved in play calling is I'll have input and say, look, hey, just put it on me. If you're worried about that call, put it on me. If it don't work, right here. And I'm responsible for all of them anyway, so, you know what I mean?
Do you count, number of plays, every turnover costs you maybe 10 plays? I mean, is that how do you...
Fact, no question. Fact. Every time you turn the ball over or we get a turnover, the offense that turned it over is going to play somewhere between 4 and 5 less snaps that game. Okay? It's kind of in the middle, between 4 and 5. Every time you go out there and you go possession and 10, first and 10. I call it possession and 10. You go first down, second down, third down, punt, that's a 3 and out. Okay? You're going to play 3 less snaps that game. So the whole deal in our offense is the first down. Tempo isn't worth anything if you don't get the first down. So, that we spend a lot of time on series openers, things like that, to make sure that get the rhythm. Everything we do is about a rhythm. When we get a rhythm, it really starts, it's exciting to watch. If you don't get the first down, there ain't anything high octane about it. It's pretty slow. Okay?
Do you hold much back in these first 2 games?
No, I don't believe in that. I just you got to run what you run. I mean, you got to get better every. A lot of people because then that's cautious. It's just being cautious, And we were at a deal last night with our administration, and they were one of our boosters said, "Golly, coach, boy, geez, you're really putting yourself out there." Well, I mean, So what? I mean, I knew that when I took the job. You know, I think that your kids know if you believe or not, and I'd rather dare to be great. And I want our kids to play that way. I don't want our kids to play cautious, and I don't want our coaches to coach cautious. Does that make sense? But you know, I just walked in there the other day, and I told our offensive staff, I mean, I wanted them to score every time they had the ball. I told the defensive staff I wanted them to stop them every time they had the ball, and that's about it.
Todd, it sounds like they may offensively try to do some of the same things, you know, similar to what you guys do. How do you go about defensively dictating to them?
Well, I mean, we run what we run. That's what we do. You know, we're multiple defensive front. You know, we'll do the things that we do. You know, it doesn't. It's surely not going to be anything that's. That's why I like what we do offensively, because the no huddle doesn't bother our defense. I mean, they're used to it. They see it every day. So, you know, I told our guys today. I told our staff last night. No excuses. Hey, we're not making one excuse for anything. And this is the best situation, best job I've ever had in my life, best situation. I got the best group of kids that I've been around. I really believe that. And we just got to go out and coach them up. There's going to be some mistakes and some things happen. And you just got to, you know, that's what you do. You coach through those things and you work at it. But I'm not worried about any of that stuff. I mean, to me, it's about us. This game is not about anybody else. It's about us. And it doesn't matter to me if we're playing Buffalo or if we're playing, you know, USC, the game one. That's the key for us right now as a program, is executing what we're doing and executing it well. So, you know, high octane fundamentals, high octane discipline. That's what I want to make sure that we emphasize. And you know, there's a lot of things that are a lot of other things. You know that you know how we want to be perceived as a unit from the time we come on that field. You know, with class, character, discipline, toughness, and sportsmanship. Very important to me.
Just last one for you. I'm just doing a thing on Nix and Jacobson, two local kids that, you know, highly recruited, and now this is their senior year. Can you just talk about them, what they meant to your program?
I think those guys. I would say those three. Jacobson and Nix and Gibbs with them are might be my three favorite guys. You know, on this team. You know, they just they've really didn't have to buy in the way I think they bought in, and I think they're really critical to us. I think that was indicative of how many votes they had for captain. But those guys are really, really good football players. I think Nix is I mean, off the chart talent-wise, and he's tough. He's physical. He loves Pitt. He loves what we're doing. He's responded and worked very, very hard. You know, and you know, we've asked a lot of things, little bitty things that a guy like that can say. You know, he knows when he's out there on the field that he's a pretty good player, and there's not a whole lot of people pushing him for the starting job. So there's things that he's done that he didn't have to do that I really appreciate about him. Jacobson's the same way. I mean, just tremendous. I mean, I've never had an offensive lineman get as many votes as he got for captain. So that says a lot about him. And you know, again, it's what Pitt should be all about, is keeping the best and the brightest in Western Pennsylvania here. And that's what we're working on doing. And those guys, I think, I'm just thrilled that I got the honor to coach those guys for 13 games.
Todd, you make it through the week okay health-wise? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Players? I'm glad you're okay.
I was actually joking, but I thought that was pretty good. Actually, I felt pretty good about that. I think Tinker might be a little questionable whether he is able to play. Help me here. Is there anybody else?
Not to my knowledge.
I'm going to make sure I don't try to leave anybody out.
Mason.
Who?
Mason.
Oh, Mason. Well, you know, he won't play. Mason won't play. He's several weeks from even thinking about that. So is what I think. So Mason won't play. Greg Williams is back and ready to go full speed. Nobody else?
Not to my
I know this guy's being redshirted, so I've been to Paul with that thing on.
Yeah, he had some type of deal that he had with his finger, tendon in his finger or something like that. But he's ineligible. He's got to sit out. So him and we got several of those. So. Okay.